You ask, we investigate. WAFF 48 investigates.
A gorgeous afternoon across the Tennessee Valley. Southerly winds returning tonight and a little bit more cloud cover out there. That's going to be not as cold. By around 9 o'clock, we'll be around 67 degrees, low 60s by 11 o'clock tonight. Tracking warmer to hot air. We've also got some rain chances to talk about for Memorial Day. We've got that full forecast coming up. It's 5 o'clock. The news starts now.
Tracking storms with the Valley's only live million-watt radar, covering the heart of the Valley. This is WAFF 48 News at 5.
The people of Moore, Oklahoma are finally getting a chance to turn their attention to something more positive. Plus, trains collide, causing a chain reaction for an overpass to collapse. And with the recent bridge collapse in Washington, how are the bridges here holding up in the state of Alabama? We'll see how they measure up. Good evening, I'm Margot Gray. Thanks for joining us for WAFF 48 News at 5. One person is dead, another still missing tonight after major flooding in San Antonio, Texas. Record-setting torrential rains hit South Texas overnight and early this morning, triggering flash flooding. First responders rescued at least 60 people from their homes as water continued to rise. Some rescued from their cars even. Thousands of customers are still without power. As those in Texas are dealing with severe flooding, those in Moore, Oklahoma are still trying to put the devastation of a tornado ripping through their community behind them. Today, some families are experiencing perhaps their first opportunity for a distraction, celebrating some high school graduations. Andy Rose has more.
Less than a week after a tornado ripped through a suburb of Oklahoma City, some families are experiencing perhaps their first opportunity to focus on something else. Celebrating the high school graduation ceremonies for the class of 2013.
I never expected to end senior year like this.
Sharon Liston is a math teacher at Westmore High School. She's retiring after this year. Liston lost her home in Monday's devastating tornado. She says dozens of students showed up Friday to help clear the wreckage where her house once stood.
And it looked like a wall of students and with trash cans and trash sacks, and they literally picked up every stick that's within that 3 acres there. They did an awesome job.
But Liston isn't thinking about her own tragedy.
Today is the kids' day. Today is nothing about tornadoes. Today is for those kids who are graduating, and hats off to them.
Graduating senior Sawyer Tumblison's father also lost his home. Her mother is a teacher at Briarwood Elementary, one of 2 elementary schools leveled by the force of the EF5 twister. But it's not getting in the way of Tumblison's major milestone.
I'm excited. It's tough to move forward with all of what's been going on, but I mean, we just have to look forward and think for the best of everything and be happy that we're graduating and being able to move on.
Seniors, please change your tassel.
And with the turning of the tassels, the class of 2013 becomes a symbol of Oklahoma's resolve to move forward. Andy Rose, WAFF 48 News.
People across the Tennessee Valley continue to show support for the Moore community. Tornado survivor Jennifer Adair collected gift cards today at the Athens Police Department. An EF5 twister destroyed her home in East Limestone County during the April 27 tornado outbreak. One couple who came out to help now calls Alabama home, but both were born and raised in Moore, Oklahoma.
I think it's amazing what she's doing, and I know a little gift card is not going to help bring back memories, but maybe more could rebuild.
Yeah, around here it's kind of hard to meet somebody who doesn't either know somebody who was affected on April 27th or know somebody who knows somebody who was affected. And it just really means a lot to see everybody coming out and supporting our neighbors in Oklahoma.
The event raised more than $2,300 for storm victims. Tomorrow, Fleet Feet here in Huntsville will be collecting items for Oklahoma tornado victims at the Cotton Row Run Expo. It'll take place at Big Spring Park from 1 to 6 p.m. Organizers are asking for clothes, shoes, toiletries, or anything a family starting over would need. The Hartselle Church of Christ is also collecting items like water, gloves, non-perishable food items, baby items, and more. The church will send the supplies to Oklahoma to help in the relief efforts and plans to pack up a truck and send it all off on Tuesday. For more ways to donate to Oklahoma storm victims, visit our website at WAFF.com and click on the Tennessee Valley Cares banner at the top of the homepage. Happening now, the Alabama Jubilee Hot Air Balloon Classic in Decatur. The race just got underway with over 50 balloons participating in this year's classic. The event is free and open to the public. Events are planned throughout this holiday weekend for families to enjoy some food, live entertainment, and fun at Point Mallard Water Park. And it looks like the weather will hold up nicely for the start of this Memorial Day weekend. Lauren, any changes on the way though?
Well, we do have a couple of changes. It's mainly going to be in the form of a little bit more heat, but we do have a couple of showers to talk about, especially for your Memorial Day. As far as today is concerned, though, it was just pretty much perfect, especially for those hot air balloons. You know, you don't want it too windy, and wind was very light out there. We managed to make it up to the 80-degree mark in some spots, especially for along and west of I-65, falling back to 78 degrees right now in Huntsville, 78 in Decatur and Athens, 79 in Florence. Haleyville still at 80 degrees, Scottsboro 77, Albertville at 75 right now, and Winchester in Tennessee at 76 degrees. Tonight, a couple of clouds streaming in. That's going to keep us a little bit milder than the chilly start that we had this morning. 64 degrees, 10 o'clock tonight, midnight, we will fall to around 60 degrees. Overnight lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, we bring back the mid-80s instead of that 80-degree mark. We'll talk about that warm-up and those Memorial Day rain chances coming up in a few minutes. Margo?
All right, thank you, Lauren. A man remains in the hospital fighting for his life after being stabbed. It happened early this morning on Connor Street in Florence. Investigators say a man was stabbed and flown to Huntsville Hospital. No word on his condition. Police have not made any arrests in this case, and if you have any information, call the Florence Police Department. A developing story out of Missouri tonight. A freight train T-boned another at a rail intersection early this morning. The highway overpass collapsed when one of the trains struck a pillar, igniting a fire. In the dark, two cars crashed driving onto the overpass after it collapsed. At least 7 people were injured. The National Transportation Safety Board have been called in to investigate the accident. That collapse happened just days after a bridge collapse in Washington state. The Interstate 5 bridge in Mount Vernon collapsed Thursday night after being hit by an 18-wheeler. 2 vehicles plunged into the water, but no one was killed. Transportation officials say drivers should not be expected to be driving between Mount Vernon and Burlington for possibly months. The NTSB must finish its inspection, then debris will be removed from the water. The NTSB says the bridge collapse in Washington state is a wake-up call for the nation. There are countless bridges and roadways in desperate need of repair. Our aging infrastructure in Alabama is no exception. WAFF 48's Diana Crawford is live in the Huntsville newsroom. Diana, that's something state lawmakers and Governor Robert Bentley are working to fix.
That's right. There are currently 693 road and bridge repair projects in the works across the state. In fact, every county in North Alabama has projects on that list. They're part of the governor's push to increase public safety and bring Alabama's infrastructure up to date. Now, over the last year, the governor has announced 4 different rounds of funding for the Road and Bridge Initiative, known as ATRIP, or the Alabama Transportation Rehab and Improvement Program. It's the largest road and bridge repair program in state history that will total $1 billion. The funding comes from special Garvey bonds that allow Alabama to access future federal dollars to pay for projects needed right now. The most recent list of projects came out this month. That list includes more than a dozen repairs in Lawrence County, ranging from replacing old bridges to repairing and widening outdated roads.
We cannot have new 4-lane highways in the state unless we maintain the roads that we already have. Some of these roads hadn't been repaired in years. Some of these roads are farm-to-market roads that occurred under Jim Folsom. But we're repairing these roads and we're making the bridges safe so that our school children can go across them in their buses and our farm equipment can go across them.
Governor Bentley says the bill involving road and bridge repairs was one of the most important things passed this legislative session. Now, coming up at 6, we'll have a full breakdown of the area's latest roads and bridges added to that repair list. Reporting live, Diana Crawford, WAFF 48 News.
Thank you, Diane. And speaking of our roads, we want to remind you that law enforcement will be out this weekend cracking down on people not wearing their seatbelts. The Click It or Ticket initiative comes around every year, but it's expanding this time. Troopers say they'll not just be looking for seatbelt violations, but texting while driving, speeding, and drivers following too closely. Finishing what they started, thousands crossed the finish line to honor Boston bombing victims. Plus, Montgomery dealing with their 26th homicide for the year, and police are desperate to solve it. And it's great weather to kick off this holiday weekend, but there is a slight chance of showers on your Memorial Day. Could it cancel your barbecue plans? Meteorologist Lauren Jones will have the answer next.
Now for a limited time, every night is family night at Ryan's. Every night from 5 to 8 p.m., kids eat for just 99 cents with the purchase of an adult meal. Enjoy balloons, cotton candy, unlimited desserts, and more. So join us for family night, every night, only at Ryan's.
Clayton Chevrolet and ARAB will help you get the job done with a truck you can rely on. And for a limited time, save up to $7,000 on select Chevy trucks. Clayton has over 140 trucks in stock, including Silverados, Tahoes, and Avalanches. Whatever the job, a truck from Clayton Chevrolet gets the job done right. And at Clayton, you always get top dollar for your trade-in.
At Clayton Chevrolet, there are no surprises. Make the short drive to ARAB, and we make car buying simple and easy.
Clayton Chevrolet, Highway 231, ARAB.
Hey, it's me, the Alabama Gulf Coast. How you been? Me? Couldn't be better. Just thinking about you. About the long walks we used to take, chasing some fish, squeezing in 18, or having a little lunch. So why not pack up and get back down here? We can relive some old memories and maybe create some new ones.
You see, kids, Academy Sports and Outdoors has everything we need for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
The selection is great, and the prices are always low. That's why we come back every year. It's kind of a Memorial Day tradition. Where's Dad again? He's got his own tradition.
Summer starts at Academy Sports and Outdoors with everything you need for Memorial Day.
Now for a limited time, every night is family night at Ryan's. Every night from 5 to 8 p.m., kids eat for just 99 cents with the purchase of an adult meal. Enjoy balloons, cotton candy, unlimited desserts, and more. So join us for family night, every night, only at Ryan's.
Now, meteorologist Lauren Jones with your WAFF 48 Storm Team forecast. We track storms.
Pretty quiet across the Tennessee Valley today. Temperatures were very comfortable, about 5 degrees below average for this time of year, and it's pretty quiet across most of the United States right now. The Northeast, though, dealing with some chilly temperatures. They had some snow earlier, 50 degrees right now in New York. Washington at 67 degrees, while we're comfortable right now in the upper 70s, 78 degrees in Huntsville. More of the warmer airs right now in the plains, but still pretty uniform out there as well. 80 degrees right now in Dallas, and Houston right now at 83 degrees as well. This is the setup that we're dealing with. We've got a stationary front right now, and that's really where the showers are just kind of riding along it. So we're dealing with pretty clear skies across the region. That's because we've got high pressure settled right along the Georgia coastline, and that's going to be sliding to the south. That's going to give us more of a southerly flow. Right now, all the really activity is right around San Antonio. We talked about it earlier, dealing with just ongoing showers, thunderstorms out there, dealing with about 10 inches of rainfall. Could break the all-time wettest record there. So that's really the only activity that's going on right now across most of the southeast. We've just got that stationary front, and that's going to keep the rain chances off to our north at least for tomorrow. Now by Monday, things are going to start to change. That stationary front lifts off to the north a little bit. That high pressure slides off to the south. So that gives us that southerly flow, and we start to really build in that heat. It's going to be borderline hot as we start off the new week. By the end of next week, we will likely see that 90-degree mark with heat index values nearing the low and mid 90s, with the humidity increasing as well. As far as tonight goes, though, with a little bit of cloud cover out there and the southerly winds returning, not as cold. It's just going to be comfortably cool tonight. 51 degrees tomorrow morning in Scottsboro, Gunnersville at 54, Huntsville 55 degrees, 53 for Madison. For the Shoals area, again, comfortably cool, 53 for Athens, 53 for Hartselle as well, 51 for Russellville and Muscle Shoals, an overnight low of 54 degrees. And then we start that warm up by tomorrow afternoon with the return of that southerly winds. It'll be mostly sunny to partly cloudy throughout the day. Temperatures will rebound pretty quickly into the low to mid 80s tomorrow. We've got a dry forecast on tap for tomorrow. We'll start off our Memorial Day morning, pretty typical for this time of year, right around the mid 50-degree mark. Now by Memorial Day afternoon, it's going to be warm, it's going to be muggy, temperatures in the mid 80s. We do have that 20% chance of rain in there. Could bump that up to 30%, but nothing to cancel your outdoor plans. Just make sure you check the radar if you are headed to any of those barbecues. 85 tomorrow, 86 degrees for Monday. By Tuesday, and really for the remainder of the next week after Tuesday, we're just headed for that summertime pattern. Temperatures climbing a degree or two each afternoon, getting more humid. So we have that isolated rain or thunderstorm chance each afternoon as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Make tomorrow awesome and get the best in entertainment with Xfinity from Comcast. Now's the time to get a great offer on Xfinity TV with HD DVR service free for 3 months, so you can record and watch your favorites on your own schedule. Plus, you'll get the top networks and popular channels in crystal clear digital picture and sound. Switch to Xfinity TV from Comcast for $19.99 a month for 6 months and get HD DVR service free for 3 months. Make tomorrow awesome and switch today. Hurry, offer ends June 21st. Call 1-800-XFINITY now. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Hat Day, Sea Monkey Day, Talk Like a Pirate Day. Few holidays are as intelligent as the new 529 Day. It honors the College Counts 529 Fund, which allows parents and family to give children the gift of college while giving themselves a nice tax break. Now that's worth a parade. Visit us online for 529 Day giveaways throughout May. To learn more about College Counts, its investment objectives, risks, and cost, read the official statement online. College Counts. Give smart.
Right now, with up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash, choosing an innovative new Nissan is easier than ever. In fact, during our first sign and drive event, all you need to lease is one of these. Get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers.
I need a pen. Boom. Whoa. Yep. Thanks.
Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Tuesday, June 4th, new judges Mel B and Heidi Klum join Howard and Howie.
You just got this thing heated up.
Scary Spice is officially scared.
Win over the crowd at Radio City? Yes! You win $1 million. NBC's America's Got Talent returns Tuesday, June 4th.
Listen for WAFF 48 news updates on 104.3 ZYP, your hit music 24/7.
ZYP.
Are you listening?
You're watching WAFF 48 News and the Raycom News Network, Alabama's news source.
Police in Montgomery believe a car wreck played a role in a fatal shooting. 32-year-old Daryl Howard Jr. was shot and killed late Friday near the intersection of Brookview and Dyes Drive. Montgomery police say their initial investigation has led them to believe the shooting occurred during an argument over a traffic collision. Police have not made any arrests. Investigators are looking for the person responsible for fatally shooting a Kentucky officer. 33-year-old Jason Ellis was found shot in his patrol car in Bardstown early this morning. A massive police escort accompanied his body to the medical examiner's office in Louisville. Police initially responded to the crash, and that's where they found Ellis shot to death outside of his vehicle. Thousands of athletes joined victims of the Boston Marathon bombings to finish what they started and reclaim the triumph of crossing the finish line. About 3,000 runners and bombing victims gathered this morning to run the final mile of the annual marathon. The event, known as One Run, honored victims and emergency workers. Explosions near the finish line killed 3 people and wounded more than 200 on April 15th. It's good for them to get back out there.
I see that. Not the best weather out there, though.
No,
you can see.
Yeah, definitely.
A rainy, cold.
Definitely. A lot of baseball to talk about.
Basketball.
No, baseball. I'll get it right. I'll get it right. Baseball to talk about.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's the SEC baseball tournament, a lot of college baseball and softball as well throughout the Southeast.
Hometown.
You're including your hometown of Hoover, that in Hoover Metropolitan Stadium. Highlights from Arkansas and LSU, plus the Cotton Roll Run. Yep, just a few days away. Where can you go sign up for that race? I'll let you know when sports returns.
When the
sun shines, we're running wide open.
For over 40 years, Huntsville Tractor and Equipment's been helping the Tennessee Valley grow. Digging new foundations with the rugged Kubota mini excavator. Spreading gravel with the Kubota SVL compact track loader. When you've got a job and need service today, or a new Kubota tomorrow, the Tennessee Valley grows because Huntsville Tractor and Equipment keeps your team on the job.
Come on, let's go to work.
The sandwich shop has turned into big business. The sandwich chain. Meat and cheese bought by the ton at the lowest possible price. Pre-sliced long before it gets to you and getting stale. Drowned in sauces, salsas, pickles, peppers, anything to give taste to the tasteless. Where there's boar's head, there's a difference. Simply the best meats, simply the best cheeses, sliced fresh daily, one perfect sandwich at a time. Mass production is for making cars, not lunch.
Your local Ford dealer celebrates red, white, and you.
Me?
Yes, you. And you.
You mean me?
He means us. For helping make Ford America's best-selling brand, we're thanking you.
Sweet.
And you, Birdie Machine. Me? And you too, Supermom.
Me?
Now get up to $3,250 cash back. Plus, military personnel, veterans, and retirees get an extra $750 for up to $4,000 cash back during the Red, White, and New celebration.
At H.H. Greg's Memorial Day sale, save up to 25% on appliances, TVs, furniture, and more. Like this Samsung refrigerator, $8.99. This washer-dryer pair, only $5.49. 55-inch HD TVs are an incredible $4.99. 19-inch HD TVs are only $99 at the H.H. Gregg Memorial Day sale. Save up to 25% and up to 24 months, no interest. It's all here at H.H. Gregg.
News and weather updates 24/7 like WAFF 48 on Facebook. Now, sports anchor Carl Prater with Heart of the Valley Sports.
It's semifinal Saturday down in Hoover. The SEC baseball tournament continuing today. Alabama and Auburn not in the mix. The Tide took care of the Tigers in that elimination game earlier this week. Alabama then losing that heartbreaker Friday afternoon at the hands of LSU. Both programs now must wait to see if they will get a bid to the NCAA tournament Monday. Two teams that are certain to be in the big dance, LSU and Arkansas, both in the semifinal today. Bottom third, that was a high pop-up by Arkansas that would plate a run. LSU couldn't get that ball and get it out there. 1-0 Hogs. LSU, though, taking control from there. Top six runners on the corner for Christian Ibarra. He would bring a run in. It would be tied at 1 at the time. LSU would score 2 more in this ball game, and they're headed to their 16th SEC title game with the 3-1 win. To college softball, the national champions in a must-win today in Knoxville. Alabama fell 3-2 in game 1 of their super regional matchup with Tennessee. The Tide traded 9 runners on base in that contest. The Tide must win the next 2 to keep their hopes of reaching Oklahoma City in the World Series alive. Staying with softball, how about UAB softball making their first super regional appearance, taking on those Florida Gators. UAB had the game tied at 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Both Florida, UAB trying to extend this one. UAB gets the strike out there with the bags full, but the next batter for the Gators would end it. Hard hit to left center there, dropping in for the Gators. They win 4-3. Game 2 set for Sunday. To the links, the 46th Spirit of America tournament will tee off on the 4th of July. Another large field expected out at Burning Tree Country Club for that 4-day event. Heading into the weekend, almost half of the field already set. Numerous college players representing Auburn, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Kansas, and Florida State, to name a few. The deadline to register, June 26th. Former UNA golfer Matthew Gorgio excited to play in what's always a festive event.
You know, in Decatur, that's where I live now. There's a lot of people that come out and watch. My family gets a chance to come out and watch, and it's fun, and it's really fun to compete against the guys that are out there practicing 7 days a week.
We're just 2 days away from the start of the 34th annual Cotton Roll Run. Another great turnout. Definitely going to run those streets of downtown Huntsville in a 10K, 5K, or a 1-mile fun run. An always competitive race. One runner, Kevin Jose, well, he's one of a few that's ran every Cotton Roll in history. Monday will be number 34.
I have to blame it on my coach. He said, hey, there's a new race coming up in town. You ought to look at it and sign up and maybe do it. And I said, okay. And so I ran it, and then, you know, how things happen, a few years go by and you keep running it, and then pretty soon it was 5, and then it was 10, and here we are now up to 34. And so I really got to thank, of course, all the people that work it, but I really got to thank my wife, Melissa, and my kids, because they kind of give up their Memorial Day weekend so I can participate in this event.
There's still time to get in on the race Memorial Day. Listen, final registration Sunday afternoon, 1 to 6 at the VBC. The cost $40 for the 10K or 5K, $15 for the 1 mile fun run. Remember, folks, there is no race day registration. The Alabama Hammers were supposed to be back in action tonight on the road against the Louisiana Swashbucklers. Instead, the Hammers will have tonight off. The Swashbucklers have canceled the rest of their regular season games in the PI field this season. No word on if the team will return to the league next year. The Hammers currently sit in first place at 6-2 in the league. But coming up tonight at 6, we'll have highlights from Alabama and Tennessee. Both of those programs at the softball super regional, trying to see if Alabama can extend this series to a deciding game 3.
All right, girl. Thank you. Lauren is up next with another look at your forecast.
It's been said that every man should own 1 blue suit and 1 gray suit. So right now we're offering buy 1, get 1 free on most everything in the store, including the 2 suits that every man should own. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Before anyone freaks out, starting tonight, this family's eating better. Okay, I know that we're not good with change. Mommy has made some weird choices in the past. Synchronized swimming as a family was a little strange, but this time it's different. I think we should just try branching out a little more.
More? Sure. Another round. That's great.
Publix Greenwise chicken is raised without antibiotics or added hormones. Air chilled for ultimate flavor, it's a naturally delicious option your family will love. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Hi, I'm Jan. Welcome to Toyota.
We're looking for a car with great MPG.
You've come at the right time. It's our Toyota Time sales event.
I remember from my research that Toyota is the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker.
You're right. Great memory.
I never forget anything.
You can say that again. Whoops.
Now, get 0% financing for 60 months on 8 Toyota models. And for 5 days only, get the all-new RAV4 with 1.9 financing or a $249 a month lease. Toyota, let's go places.
Listen, I've done a lot of shopping for a wireless plan. I shop around a lot.
And believe me,
the new Walmart Family Mobile plan is the best.
Unlimited talk, text, and web.
$40 a month.
On T-Mobile's nationwide network.
$40.
$40 a month for unlimited talk, text, and web.
We save big.
Let me repeat.
We save big.
Each month. $40 a month and no contract? Yeah.
Well, you don't have to take it from us.
Ask anyone.
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 Because every bride is unique. Because every groom is unique. Because every wedding is unique. We offer designer styles and seasonal colors that will make your wedding. You're gonna like the way he looks. I guarantee it.
The weather's perfect so far, and hopefully it'll be perfect for the Cotton Row Run. If I could get it right. Cotton Row Run.
It's like Sally went to the sea, whatever, for the seashell sea.
Sally and all her friends are down on the seashore
Yeah,
right
there you
now.
go.
They are. Gulf Shores looks nice.
Very nice.
I know, man, it's gorgeous down there. But that's okay. We're stuck in the Tennessee Valley, but at least we've got that good weather. As far as the Cotton Row Run goes, we've only got that 20 to 30% chance of rain, so I don't think it'll be enough. And we're really just looking at a brief little shower out there. Even lightning will be hard to come by. Only about a 10% chance, but it is going to be each afternoon, just that summertime pattern setting up. If you want to do a little fishing tomorrow, should be pretty good. We've got that full detailed fishing forecast coming up at 6 o'clock.
Did you go out today?
No, I slept today.
All right, that'll do it for us. Check us back out at 6 o'clock. Have a good night.
With the WAFF 48 News and weather apps, you'll always have the latest information from WAFF.com, plus alerts for breaking news and weather.
Now for a limited time,